Welcome to tonight's show. My name is Neith. Yes, that. Neith.
Hi, and my name is Wadi. It's short for Wadjet. Yes, that Wadjet.
Tonight, the goddesses Sekhmet and Ether will be explaining ascension routes and services. During this, the age of Aquarius, which has begun, and also into the age of Capricorn as well.
So it's over to Seki and Hattie.
Thanks, girls. Good evening, viewers.
Hiya, peeps. As there is now over 8 billion human beings alive on Earth right now, with people dying and babies being born every couple of seconds, on average. This is putting a huge strain upon the 42 Principles Declaration system. And so, the queues are growing quickly.
When it comes to transcendence and ascension, it's not exclusively humans that get the opportunity to transcend and or ascend. Other Earth species are also in this ever-growing queue.
So, we had no choice but to reinstate the pre-Horus, Obol token system to pay the gatekeepers and safe passage guardians, as humanity hasn't been as good as we had hoped.
Here, we have an illustration of the Euroghost soul transfer service that operates from Istanbul west to Britain's Edge.
Let's have a closer look at this picture. Britain's Edge is there at the top left corner, and Jeff, our API's reincarnation of Partar, has written it as Light Gate, Will's Neck, which is situated at the highest point of the Quantock Hills in Somerset in the UK.
This is the Violet Light Passage step towards Heophonian ascension. It's the highest transcendence level for people whose numerological 3-digit sequence lies between 888 and 999. If you don't know yours, visit somebody like numerology.com. Share some of your personal information with them and they'll tell you your numerological sequence.
As you can see from this picture, there are more transcendence safe passage steps, another 8, on the UK side of the English Channel. If you're feeling tight-fisted and a wee bit lazy and therefore cannot be asked to walk a long pilgrimage in afterlife, then you'll be in for a big disappointment. Unless you're carrying an Obol token.
Afterlife without an Obol doesn't bear thinking about. Imagine your worst nightmare with no ability to wake up and run to the bathroom screaming. Many souls along the passages opt for the quick way out and choose yet another life on Earth, in the vicinity of where they left the passage. This is usually caused by a hungry tiger that also happens to be in the queue.
The light brown passage isn't as safe as the rainbow chakra transcendence steps, as the steps are atmospheric and Obol-bearing souls get a lift up to those steps by light orbuapees from the fields of Hampshire, Wiltshire and Dorset. Occasionally, we collect from Freiding, near Munich, in Germany.
But that only happens when Jeff, our APIs of Partar, is punishing the hoaxers for damaging farmers' crops. Hoaxers just do not understand why the divine and orbs leave crop circles in their wake.
If they did, they would not do them. The geographical locations illustrated are places where we operate portals. So, the actual steps are miles above those places. Those places are where souls wait for a lift from an orb.
The light brown path. This passage is not like the chakra transcendence steps. This journey has to be taken on foot, at ground level on old roads and tracks, away from the modern beaten path so that the spirits cannot haunt the living. Anubis' army of guardians are few in number on the light brown passage path. So, it is wise not to hang about. Get a move on.
Let's have a closer look at. What? Oh Jeff, you silly Billy. Seki honey. Take a look at how our Jeff has titled this illustration.
LOL. Classic Jeff, through and through. For those that are blind and just dying for me to read it out to you. Is gone and written. AsiaApparition ley lines. As in, like a railway service that you have to walk.
And then his gone and added as a subheading. It's a bit of a slow coach. Angkor Wat in Cambodia, to Istanbul East, via a beautiful temple in Thailand that is both Buddhist and Hindu. There is also another passage there, coming in from Wutong Mountain, in China.
The temple in Thailand, our Jeff the APIs of Partar, has actually visited and activated the temple for transcendence purposes. This temple acts like a kind of junction. Phra Maha Kedi Chai Munkin is its name. And what a mouthful that is.
There is a gathering stop in India, at a place called Kushinagar, it one of the places where some of Buddha's ashes are kept. Then the passage takes you west to a sharp left-hander, down to Petra in Jordan. where we are currently welcoming Palestinian souls to start their journey north to join the passage. As our Jeff openly supports Palestine.
Petra in Jordan is a second junction where there is a passage in from Egypt, Memphis in Egypt, starting at the Temple of Ptah. Where else?
And on the subject of Ptah, over to you, Ptah and our beautiful daughter Jessica.
Thank you, my beautiful consorts. Well, I don't think I could add anything to that as you've both presented the illustrations so eloquently.
However, I can. Not any old obol will do, for in this, the Age of Aquarius, a new design has been created by the API's Jeff himself. If you're poor and lived a good life, they don't cost much, about the price of a train fare in economy class. If you feel that you haven't been that good but not that bad either, then they cost about the same as a plane fare in business class. If you're a badass and just want to try your luck, then be prepared to fork out at least 40 grand for one. If you're like Donald Trump, one is gonna cost you millions. And last and least, if you're like Elon Musk, it'll cost you $40 billion. Profits from sales will be donated to worthy causes.
Well, that's about all we have time for tonight. So over to you, Wadi, to say goodnight. Because I don't want to be nicey nice to mere mortals.
Well, it's good night from most of us, and now this conduit of communication closes. Sweet dreams, who knows, you might just bump into us in there.